For air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Check right 45. Let's go one more.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbs to throw. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Play action, Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Dobbs. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Dobbs. And he's got his man Hilton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Dobbs now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A first down carry for Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Switch. Bang, bang. Check.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry from Mack. And able to work his way down to the 16. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 16. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Dobbs. Complete to Hilton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. A run for Nick Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They go play action with Ryan. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018. Looking to throw on second down. Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down. Dobbs. They'll run the screen with Mack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Ryan on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. And this here as he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Dobbs to throw. Campbell making the catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Got it complete to Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs, he's got it to Hilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Dobbs got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Dobbs now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Olesen, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 17. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Throwing on first down, Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they